Good afternoon, and welcome to what I feel my barriers and my opportunities are here and what I can better do to try to get this implemented into my infrastructure. Barriers are always, of course, when any kind of networking equipment is coming into the facility, is going to be money. You have to try to convince people that the money spent and the return on investment for their students is actually going to be met and maybe even get a better return on investment, thus wanting them to make better investments in the future. All right. Budget versus necessity. That's always a tough one. When you're dealing with people who understand money more so than what the implementation process is of a technology, it makes it kind of tough to have a selling point for what you really want your students to be able to learn from you. All right. Another one, facility. Within the facility, you have to be able to implement these things so that the students as well as the facility administrators understand what you're trying to do. This comes as an issue where you're trying to get some space within your facility where you want to implement these things. And when space is at a premium, that makes it kind of tough. Then we also have to worry about support for or leave as is. You actually have to be able to convince folks that, what the investment you're going to make is going to be better in the future for our students. And this is what you have to be able to get your point across with this. Instructor involvement. That's a tough one as well. However, what makes it nice is when you have other fellow instructors that say, wow, this looks like a really good plan of yours. How can I get involved with you? Well, I need your support when we move forward to be able to tell these folks, this is what we need as instructors for this facility. All right. And of course, is it achievable or do they stand on the sideline? I'm sure that some folks have had situations where you're dealing with fellow instructors and they're kind of like one of these, it's like, well, it's worked so good up until now. Why do we really need to make any changes to it? You have to think about the evolving future of what the technology is going to do for your students as well as your instructors. Opportunities. I actually have 3 here, but I can actually see more opportunities that would unfold with this. Of course, the opportunity for the equipment for future students. Now I have something in my facility that's tangible. I can show my students, this is what we're going to be learning on. This is how we're going to use it, and this is how it's going to help you. All right. It's like more in-class, hands-on learning. That's another opportunity. You get to touch it. It's tangible. You can put your hands on it. You can feel it. You can start to work with it. Right? That's very good. The other opportunity. Student comes away with a better understanding of real enterprise network. That's what we're really focusing on. I need you, the student, to be able to, when they step into the real world, this is what I have. This is my tangible asset. This is what I can bring into your facility and help you. All right? And of course, the student will have confidence in abilities learned for real world applications. That's what our overall focus is. I want to be able to send somebody into the workforce and say, yes, I know how to work with this because I have touched it before. All right. Our employers, potential for new hires having real world experience. That's what we want, because then we have somebody that moves into their facility that actually understands what their concepts are and what the equipment that they're using. And then I can say, like, okay, well, you know what? We draw this person from this one facility. Let's go back and we have some people here that are coming in that actually understand this stuff. Let's go back and we should be able to pull more people from this facility to help our company grow. And of course, along with that, we have a better fit into existing structure, less on-site training needed. On-site training in the world of enterprise networks is ongoing. Even though some applications that facilities teach are real world, you're not going to get a real world experience until you get in within a facility. I hope that makes sense. Facilities have a tendency to train you on what their applications are and how they use them, okay? But having a good understanding when you get in there will help the training process unfold better. Now, the questions were posed in here about how do I move this forward? Well, I have to be able to show results. This is what real world applications look like. This is what people really need to be able to move forward into a real world environment and be able to put forth their best effort in the workplace. All right. If I can convince my facility and the people above me this is how it's going to come out. This is what our product is going to be. We can actually have a better product outcome, and our students will actually feel better about coming into this facility. Word of mouth will help those folks coming in understand, yes, I think I can get what I need here to be able to be employable in the real world. And in order to be able to do that, all of these things would fit right into it. Now, mind you, some of this is just, it's just being put forth as part of this project, for this particular thing. But I do believe that I can really pull this together, and I'm working on facilitating what I need right now with my facility. I've already gotten with our SST, that's our system support technician. I also have gotten with our corporate headquarters. I've talked to the folks in my facility about talking to these folks. They said, yeah, go forward with it. See what you can do. When it comes to money, purse strings are tight. Okay, and so that's going to be the tough part. That's the hard sell. What is your return on investment? Return on investment is going to be a better student outcome and a better learning experience for our students, and a better experience for the instructor, knowing that I'm giving them the best product that I can possibly turn out. All right, I think that's about my time. Thank you.